Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just putting out this video today to emphasize the importance of lifestyle factors in the treatment and management of neurological disorders, including headaches and other neurological problems. I'm putting out this video to, enlighten us further about how important lifestyle factors are. That it's not only about medications or other interventions in neurological problems, particularly headaches. Lifestyle is really, really important. It can never be overemphasized. And I will be sharing a real life example. It's going to be a very short video. But before I go into that, I'd like to welcome you to Brain Gist. Again, in case this is your first time, it's a channel where people get educated about the brain and its disorders. So don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, like and leave your comments behind. So again, going to the original uh, content of today, and that is to, send home the message about how we cannot overemphasize the role of lifestyle factors. Now, I saw this 43 or 45-year-old man today who has been um, having headaches for maybe 2 months or even 3 months. And it's a daily experience, non-stop, continuous headache, which has bothered him for this length of time. And to make things worse, besides this constant headache is go, each time he exercised, he would get an exacerbation of his headaches, and he would have to abandon his exercise at the gym, midway. Maybe after like 10 minutes of exercise, he would have to stop because his head would just start to pound. So when I evaluated him, the things that stood out to me, besides the worsening of his headaches during exercise, is this long-standing, continuous pain that wouldn't stop for the past 2 to 3 months. So now, when I look into his history, the thing that struck me the most is the fact that his sleep routine wasn't good at all. This guy works so hard and has time for every other thing, but wasn't sleeping enough. He was just sleeping for an aggregate of maybe 4 to 5 hours per day. So I thought that was not good for him, and I thought that could be the main factor, driving these headaches. So we didn't have to do, fanciful investigations or fanciful interventions or prescribed medications, interestingly. So all I had to do was, to start with, I asked him to increase his sleep duration from 4 or 5 hours a day to a minimum of 6.5 to 7 hours per day, and then to see him again in the clinic in a month's time. And then because of the exercise induced worsening, when we see that, usually that's a kind of a red flag. We always want to exclude something going on in the brain, causing a rise in pressure in the brain. So because of the exercise or exertional component to his headache, I asked him to do some special scans to just exclude something else. Thankfully, the scan came back normal, and then in a month's time it came back, and guess what? The headaches, which had been daily non-stop for 2 to 3 months, had stopped completely at the time he came back. And why did it stop? Because he had made the simple lifestyle intervention of increasing his sleep duration as per my instructions from 4 to 5 hours in a day to about 6.5 to 7 hours in a day. So that spared him having to take medications and being on medications for a long time, and a series of interventions or complex investigations that he would have ordinarily gone through. Just by changing lifestyle, this resolved the whole thing. And it wasn't just the constant headache that resolved, even the exercise induced component of his headache also resolved. So at the end of the day, all of his complaints, were related to his sleeplessness. I'm not inferring that sleeplessness was the sole cause of his symptoms. He may have some background predisposition to headache, but poor sleep certainly helped to exacerbate his headaches and perpetuate that constant state of headache. And improving his sleep did lead to dramatic improvement. And now he's been discharged from the clinic, so he wouldn't have to see me anymore, and he didn't have to take any pill at all. So that just makes me wonder how important lifestyle, is, both in causing and in worsening neurological conditions. So if you're out there having headaches or whatever you may have, lifestyle is really important. Look into your lifestyle, adopt helpful lifestyles, remove unhelpful, whatever unhealthy lifestyle you may have, and see the impact it may have on your symptoms. And of course, when you go to see your doctors, I know doctors are quite busy, but it's worth looking into, your lifestyle, exploring sleep, hydration, exercise, and many other things which may be impacting your symptoms. So it's not everything that requires medications. That's the long and short of the story today. So I do hope you learned something today, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this content, please subscribe so you can get all the other future videos that are coming out. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.